Good morning, chums. Welcome back to the Cinema Chums podcast. Jonathan. No GBL
No
today.
GBL.
Where's GBL?
He's on vacation, so right now it's just empty.
It's just empty, vacant space back there because GBL will unfortunately not be joining us today because he's on vacation.
Do you think he's watched? He hasn't watched Brand New Day,
Brand New
right?
Day. He has not. He has not watched Brand New Day. He let us know ahead of time, like months prior, that he wasn't gonna watch it, and I was like, "You're stronger than me, man."
I was like, we're not waiting for
my
you.
future girlfriend. I'm sorry. Spider-Man comes first.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Spider-Man comes first. But that just proves Logan, GBL is a better man than me. So that's literally all that proves.
I think what I'm doing the edit going forward is every time we actually say GBL's real name, I'll bleep it.
Bleep it out. Yeah, you should do that. And put his face as like over our mouth, with the bleeps.
But today is a brand new day.
It is a brand new day.
And it's a brand new day episode. We're going to go straight into it. We're going to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. We watched it on Thursday. We're recording on a Saturday, so it's been 2 days.
I have watched it twice, and I'm watching it for a third time tonight.
I need to watch it a second time. My family wants to go watch Odyssey. And,
I don't want to say it before my score, but a second time helps.
Yeah. I want to watch it a second time because I know my score will...
And there's a reason for me. I will explain.
My score will fluctuate, I think, with the second watch, but I really want to watch it again. And the thing is, they want to watch the Odyssey, and, you go and you look, and every single, big theater is taken, rightfully so, by Spider-Man. So, you go to all the Odyssey showings are in small, little, tiny theaters. And I was like, well, sure, we can watch it in a small theater, but,
it's not going to hit.
it's not going to hit. And obviously, IMAX sold out today, so we can't go at IMAX. But Spider-Man has taken all the theaters. You look, and Spider-Man just everywhere. But I think rightfully so, though.
Yeah. We're trying to watch it Sunday with GBL, but, I will say I tested out the front seat for X Plus, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Like I said,
Neck issues, 5 out of 10.
Was it worse neck issues or Odyssey?
I was towards the front to the side, so I had to look up and to the side to.
Was it better than the Odyssey or
Yeah, it was much more comfortable.
I think it's also
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's reclined.
Yeah, I want to watch it tomorrow with GBL, but I don't care where we watch it.
Yeah, I know. I don't care either.
Cause you're already gonna go. Are you going X Plus today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna watch it 3 times X Plus.
I'm like you with obsession. I don't want to watch the nerfed version of it. Watch the best possible way.
So, we're gonna go straight into it. Do you want to do the guessing scores first?
Yes, a new segment I proposed that we just kind of guess what each other thinks about a movie before we actually say our scores. And do you want to go first?
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that you.
After first time and second time?
Second time. It depends if you're chud maxing or not. Which you might be.
Which I tend to do, yeah.
I'm going to say your score is a 9 out of 10.
Okay. You think I thought that the first time, or?
Probably, I think.
All right. I think you're hovering at... I think a second viewing will help you, but knowing you and your stupid critiques, I think you're hovering at a 7.5.
7.5.
Or 7, around there.
Okay.
All right. So my actual score, when I watched the first time, I left the theater saying 8 out of 10. That's what I said the first time.
Not bad.
8 out of 10. And you want to know what annoyed me so much and was... the thing that was circling through my head the whole time.
Is it spoilers or non-spoilers?
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay.
Well, I guess it's a warning, unless you've already watched it, that the trailers fucking show too much. That was the first thing that was going through my head when the credits rolled. I was like, wow, I watched the majority of the fight scenes in trailers.
Which is really
annoying, and that really bugs me the first time.
It's a thing that happens a lot.
Did not take away from the movie at all. That is not the movie's fault. Everything I saw, I loved. I just wish I saw it for the first time. After every fight scene, I was like, man, I already watched the majority of that fight scene.
Yep.
But again, does not take away from the movie at all. I loved what I saw every time. And that's why I'm saying for me personally, a second time viewing was much needed because I didn't have that circling through my head. And after watching it a second time, 8.5.
Okay, good.
So 0.5 up. I need to sit on the movie, but it might go up to a 9, but I think right now 8.5. Do have some critiques that I'll get into, but man, I really like this movie. I really do, but I'll let you say your score.
So I went in and it was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I've seen a lot of people talk about this where they're like, I'm checked out of the MCU. I'm checked out of superheroes. I don't watch these things, but they always come for Spider-Man.
I mean, just look at the numbers.
Dude, this guy I was watching a review who's like, I have not seen the Marvels. I haven't seen Deadpool, Wolverine. I haven't seen Thunderbolts.
Spider-Man.
I haven't seen this, but it's like, I have to go watch
the
Spider-Man.
Michael Jackson of superheroes.
So
did you see? You still don't think it's cracking top 10 highest grossing movies? It just beat Endgame's opening day.
What's it at right now? Is it at $1 billion?
It's tracking to do 900 to $1 billion.
Yeah. Well, the word of mouth's gonna help because
gimmick, by the way. This is a grounded Spider-Man movie, and I'm so glad it's doing this well because I want Marvel and Sony execs to look at this and be like, "Oh, we don't need a gimmick. I love No Way Home.
Oh yeah.
But we can do grounded Spider-Man stories and still make a shit ton of money."
They were debating. There was some executives that wanted the multiversal.
I'm so glad this
story.
is doing so fucking good.
So my score for Spider-Man Brand New Day after just one watch is an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really good movie, and I think there's some flaws in the film that honestly can be. I've had people talk me out of it, and we'll talk about that.
I honestly, I know you like the movie. I thought the flaws would really get to you, and that's why I said you'd say 7.5.
But after just watching people talk about it and thinking about it, I know watching it again, it will probably go up to an 8.5, maybe even a 9.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we'll talk about it, but I think my one big issue can't be talked down or talked out of it. But we'll see. But I really like Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
It's funny because you'll never if you ever look at me watching the movie, I emote like this. Or I go like this all the time, and it sucks because there would be a joke or something funny happen. Everyone's around me laughing. Adam's next to me laughing, and I'm just straight faced the whole time. I'm just locked. The first time I'm locked in. I will laugh at a moment if I think it's funny, but a lot of times I don't laugh at anything or really feel anything because I'm just so locked in. So it looks like I hate the movie, but I'm just I'm looking at every little thing. Spider-Man Brand New Day is the best MCU Spider-Man movie, I think.
I agree.
Because I think Homecoming is an 8 and No Way Home is a 7.5, but I have No Way Home over Homecoming, they're right next to each other because of the 3 Spider-Man. I think the first act is clunky, but I'd rather get through the first act and then have the 3 Spider-Man and a lot of those moments than and then just watching Homecoming, which is probably a better movie. And I think this is definitively the best Spider-Man movie. And in my list, I have it just above No Way Home. I don't think it's Ragnarok or Guardians level, but it's the best MCU Spider-Man. And
I think it is Guardians level. On my list, I have it. I like it better than Guardians.
But 3. I will say this. I will say that I will admit this. What I wanted for a Spider-Man movie, at least right now, won't happen. So, I can definitively say that this is the most grounded movie. This is the most grounded Spider-Man movie that we can't have in a cinematic universe. So, I've always said my ideal Spider-Man movie is just Spider-Man fighting one villain, and that's it in New York City. That's my ideal Spider-Man movie. The Sam Raimi films, but they didn't have cinematic universes. TASM 1 and 2 to an extent, but I know because
definitely
we are
not TASM 2. What?
Because we are in the TASM 1. Because we are in the MCU. I know I can't have that. There has to be other characters. There has to be other people in the films that have to show up. And at first, I was when I was watching trailers, I said I think there was too much going on. And I'm watching the movie, and they do a really good job there is a lot going on, but you never feel like there's a lot going on. But I will say that this is this is the best that we can do. Like, this is as grounded as we can do. Without doing into spoilers, I think the first act is actually like peak. The first like 30 minutes of Spider-Man Brand New Day is actually like, that's what I wanted.
30 minutes?
The first like 30-ish minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we'll talk about in spoilers why, but that's exactly what I wanted in a Spider-Man movie. And I think the second act is a little messy and a lot of things happen, but then the third act is really good too. And the messages and themes that they put into the film is really good. We'll talk about the villains in the film because that is a complaint of mine, is the villain. But besides that, it's the best action we've ever seen in a Spider-Man movie. Hands down. It looks colorful. It's not gray. It actually looks really good.
Dude, the visuals are fucking incredible in this movie.
This is the best Tom Holland has ever been as the character. I actually think, surprise, surprise, I do have a little, not an issue, but I have some critiques with it, but because I obviously have been saying I don't want Ned and MJ in this film, but they're actually pretty good in the film, and their dynamic is pretty good in the film. The Punisher is really good in the film. Sadie Sink performance is very good. And then it's just like the themes. It's very Spider-Man 2 coded, which foreshadowing, I don't think it's Spider-Man 2 level. But I could just tell, I really do, I can tell that Destin, Daniel Craig, and Tom Holland love this character. And they were looking out and they were watching Cinema Chums and they were trying to get the perfect Spider-Man. And I think when getting Spider-Man, this movie gets it right. And it was, thinking about it, especially one scene at the end, it's very inspiring. And it's just, it puts into perspective how like the MCU can still make like really great films like this and Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts, like they're on a win streak right now with those three, and then like it's just a shame when you look at Doomsday and it looks like slop, and it's like, bro, like you can make great movies.
I think that movie looks good, but
definitely have some problems. I think the second act is a little clunky, and there's a specific character that I think kind of takes away from Spider-Man a little bit. And there's some really predictable things that happen in the middle towards the end. But besides that, and there's a thing we could talk about it in a little bit, but I can be convinced otherwise for this, and maybe I might be with the second viewing. But I really do think Spider-Man Brand New Day is a really good film. I have it as an 8. I know it's gonna go up as a rewatch. I'm kind of being a little bit too harsh on it, but
I don't think so.
But it's Spider-Man. Like I just like. It's one of it's that he's the only character, because like what we talked about Daredevil. I love Daredevil, but he's a character where if you don't do him right, I will get mad and I will do this. With Spider-Man, like sometimes like they could do something wrong. I'm like, damn, I don't like that choice, and then he can be just swinging. I'm like, well, actually, it's like I think TASM 2 is TASM 2 is a bad movie, but like I'm watching the opening swing scene.
I don't think there is a bad Spider-Man movie. Like, I don't even think TASM 2 is bad.
I do think TASM 2 is bad, but I think that's the only, like, definitive bad Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single bad one. But, yeah, Spider-Man Brand New Day, like I said, I really hated that was, like, my first thought, and why I just thought it was a plain A at first was just, like, the excessive use in the trailers, but not the movie's fault, and that's why I needed a second viewing. And after watching it a second time, do I think it's the best live-action Spider-Man movie? Best Spider-Man movie? No. Best live-action? I think still no.
Okay.
But it's teetering
there.
there.
Agree with you.
And honestly, if I sit on the movie and still feel this way, I might think it's the best. Not live-action. I don't think it's being any Spider-Verse movies.
No.
But, yeah, this movie is just... Like, especially the second time I was watching it by myself, and like, especially with the movie's message, like, it just really stuck with me, man. This movie's really special.
You were Peter Parker.
I was. I still feel like Peter Parker. It just has a great message that I've always related with. I think everyone can relate with, of isolation and finding comfort in not putting yourself out there and thinking it's okay to just be sidelined and not express yourself in ways you should. And I just love that message. Like, even if it wasn't a Spider-Man movie, That's a fantastic message that anyone, especially me, can relate to. And the fact that it is a Spider-Man movie, and as good as it is, just makes it that much better. So I really do think this movie is something special, and I had a smile on my face the whole time.
Good.
Especially you explained it the first 30 minutes. Like, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I love this. I love this so much. It's basically, I don't think it's not spoilery because they show in the trailers, but it is kind of just a montage of what's been going on in Peter's life for a couple years since we've seen him last in No Way Home. And I think you need that because it's been such a long time jump, and Spider-Man is a very prevalent vigilante, I guess.
All right, he's a hero. I guess Kingpin would say he's a vigilante.
Someone classify him as vigilante, but
he's a hero in my opinion.
What he's been up to during that time, and I think that's all you needed was those like quick cuts of him fighting certain villains or what he's been up to, and it just feels like splash pages of a comic book. Really is like a dream come true scenario just in those 30 minutes. And yeah, like I don't feel, I've seen a lot of people say there's like slow parts, but I feel like every one is necessary for the story and they don't feel like they drag.
I don't think the movie drags at all. I just think we'll talk about it, but there's some stuff in the second act where I'm like, oh, it's a little weird. But like nothing ever. People say it's too long.
No, it's not too long.
I wish it was longer.
I think it's a perfect length. I don't want to say you could have used like 30 minutes. Like it is literally the perfect length.
Yeah.
All the performances are fantastic. This is Tom Holland's best role as a character by far. And that's not even to put down his previous performances, but he brings something to the character this time that I don't think we've seen before and that we really needed for his Spider-Man. And this movie does a good job of kind of showing you that this is his true first Spider-Man movie on purpose.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's critiques with the past Home trilogy that it doesn't feel like Spider-Man. First of all, yes, it does. But second of all, it's a very different Spider-Man on purpose as opposed to this one. And so as his first just Spider-Man movie, it was incredible. I have some complaints that we'll get into that even on second viewing, I'm not a big fan of. But honestly, man, the good heavily outweighs the bad. And that's why I think in the future I could be convinced to give it a higher score.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty comfortable at 8.5 right now. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I think that the film is pretty good. And I might hit top 10 after the rewatch. I know I have 10 movies left.
MCU?
Yeah, I know.
It's already in mine.
I know I have like 2 films that I know are definitely going to be in the top 10. So it might push it out or it might make it 10. But I really enjoyed.
I have it. It's not my top 5 right now. It's literally 6 because it's behind Endgame. And it's Avengers Endgame, so I don't want to say anything too crazy right now. But again, if I sit on this movie for a couple months,
over Endgame.
If I feel, because right now I think so, but I want to sit on the movie. So if I still feel this way, like 3 months, I'm gonna put it over. But right now I'm gonna let. It's not that it's recency bias, but just in case if it goes down a little bit, I'm gonna keep it. But right now, I honestly do feel like I enjoy this better than Endgame. Endgame has some like some issues that like really bug me, but it's also Avengers Endgame, so I don't want to say anything too bad.
I will say that the action scenes in this film, like he knows how to make action. It's so good. It's the best it's ever been. One of the first thoughts I was thinking about, and it was good that it was confirmed. I'm like, this is like kind of Insomniac Spider-Man, and that was
in movie form,
and that was an inspiration by the director. He said that that was the inspiration. There's so many times where people be falling down and Spider-Man would just instead of letting them go, he'll web them up. Like how in the Insomniac game, you don't kill anyone in the Insomniac games. You just
that's just Spider-Man.
Exactly, but like I don't know, but you just don't see it. You don't see that. Like you don't see those small little things. And when he's like upside down, like you follow him, so the world's upside down with you, kind of like how Spider-Verse does it. It puts you in his perspective. Like I know a lot of the swinging scenes are CGI, which I think it's fine because I know John Watts said like it's just really hard to do practical swinging.
The one with the tank, a lot of it was practical. Like
Yeah.
behind the scenes, show him literally swinging like
Yeah.
on like a rope or something.
But the CGI swinging doesn't matter. It looks great. It looks fucking great.
Really good fucking swing scenes akin to TASM 2.
Yeah,
in my
and then
opinion.
and the thing with this in the home trilogy is that in the home trilogy, like Spider-Man was CGI the whole time, right? Because
Yeah, he
the
was just
suit and
CGI,
everything.
man.
This Tom Holland's in the suit. You can
it
see
looks
he's
really
in. It's one of the.
fucking
It's a
good.
great suit.
Especially second time, I was paying attention a bit more, like just some scenes where it's like up close on his suit, and you see the fabric and the wrinkles and all that, and just the movie already has fantastic color grading and stuff. Like some shots look so visually striking in this movie. It's so good to see in a Spider-Man movie.
For me, it's like that's what I love. Like someone's in a suit. Like Andrew was in a suit. Toby was in the suit. Like the homecoming, a lot of homecoming suits. I think the homecoming suit's pretty good, and I think he has to wear some bad suits in No Way Home.
This is my favorite live-action Spider-Man suit.
Over TASM 2?
Yes, it is being.
I have to look at the 2, but I like this. I do like the suit a lot. But I just like that he's actually in there, and I love that you can see his eyes.
And you know what I love?
Thing.
Just like how I love the Batman for this, he is Spider-Man the majority of this movie. Like, it's more Spider-Man than Peter Parker.
Good.
And I was so glad they were willing to do, like, full-on scenes where he has the mask on in the suit. Like, when he's talking to, I forgot his name, the head of damage control. But there's literally a whole scene, a 5-minute long scene where he's completely in the suit.
Just talking.
And before, every time you saw Tom Holland Spider-Man, mask off. Shout out Future. But yeah, I love that about this movie because it really does focus on Spider-Man more visually because it still is about Peter Parker. It's about both. Well, I won't say that, but it is about both at the end of the day. And yeah, I just really like that focus on him on the suit majority of the movie. But I love how the Marvel universe really feels alive in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain more in the spoilers, but it does a good job of like incorporating different characters. There's a character that's not revealed. I won't say it, but how she's utilized. He needs help, goes to her. He needs help from keeping MJ safe. He goes to Frank Castle's Punisher for help.
Which that's in the trailers, I think.
Yeah, that's in the trailers. And then he needs help with his mutation. He goes to Bruce Banner. So all that stuff is really cool, like incorporating the broader Marvel universe. How would you compare this movie to the home trilogy?
Well, I don't think it's the perfect origin story for Spider-Man. People like to say, and Kevin Feige likes to say, "Oh yeah, we was always gonna be the origin story for Spider-Man," which is like not really true in my opinion. It just feels different because the home trilogy feels safe and like kiddie at some points. Well, this is grown up Spider-Man. Like he's not killing people, but like he's 20, he's 22. He's an adult. He's living at home. He's paying rent. At Homecoming, he's going to homecoming. He's going to the dance.
That's like a good high school Spider-Man though, and a Spider-Man that's been brought up by like Tony Stark and being around the Avengers. Like that's how Spider-Man would grow up, and just him take a lot of things for granted.
This movie just feels much more like Spider-Man than the other 3 movies.
Yeah. Do you like it better than all 3 in Home? I think so too. On first watch, No Way Home was kind of on the same level. I had to think about it, but after second viewing, I think I could say that I like Brand New Day more.
I think they're just so different, and they look different too. They look different, and they feel different, and Tom looks different too. But I like how the opening. Actually, no, that's a spoiler. I do like. I just like how different it feels. It just feels more like Spider-Man, and it actually feels like we're in a cinematic universe. Like I said, it's not my ideal Spider-Man, but if we're in the MCU and we have cinematic characters, I'm glad that Spider-Man is in the universe, and I love all that stuff.
All right, so spoilers for Spider-Man: Brand New Day. What did your likes, your dislikes in spoiler territory?
To go into just like a run through of the movie, the beginning scenes of him fighting the villains was really cool. The show each year with the Ned video was really good too, and to see him like constantly watching it. When he's walking out and some baddie's talking to him, but he's so depressed that he just
She was really attractive. I noticed that, especially second out.
and Tom Allen just said he just walks away, and that is the reasoning. Because of that scene, he goes to the apartment manager and go, "Hey, can I get that thing all the way up top so no one's there?" Because like directly after he makes contact with that girl, he decides to go all the way up into like the top attic shelf so he can like be away from everyone, which is so cool. I don't think bro's broke. He's depressed and lonely, but this motherfucker is not broke.
Well, he's also a genius.
He's also a genius.
People underestimate Peter's intelligence. He can make nothing out of something.
A lot of people say that he does dumpster dive, so he probably just like was dumpster diving, and then he's just so smart. Like I said, I don't care that he has technology as long as he makes the technology, and he does. Exactly. The suit's great, and then so you get the montage. You get Tombstone. You get him fighting Scorpion. Him fighting the Hand. Who else?
Are you upset about how little screen time majority of those villains have?
No, because I kind of knew it was a montage.
I did too. Well, some of them was literally just the frame that was in the trailer.
I told you I wanted Scorpion to be the main villain of the film.
And but that was just so cool to me. And I don't. The only one I was surprised by that I didn't care about was Tombstone. I was really surprised that was his only screen time. But then afterwards, I thought about it. I was like, we really heard nothing about him for the movie, so
I knew he was in the movie.
We knew he was in it, but. Yeah, literally 2 seconds of screen time, but I still liked it, recreating the comic cover where he's holding over the scaffolding.
So we have that. So we have that opening montage, and then it's him like just alone, and you know, it's really good. And then I'm trying to think what happens after that, after like the opening montage and credits.
Well, I really like during that and throughout the whole movie his relationship with the Wolf, the detective. It was kind of a Batman and Gordon situation.
Yeah, because she's a NYPD
like detective, right?
Yeah, she's like one of the higher ups. Yeah,
but it was something akin to that, and I really liked it. They could have built it up a little bit more. It's kind of only prevalent in the beginning and then towards the end, but I don't know. I just really liked their relationship and the fact that she was the only one that Peter considered kind of as a friend because he had no one else, and even the detective points it out that she's like, "Am I the only person you even talk to?" He's like, "No, I'm not." So really like that relationship between the two. Could have built it out a little bit more, but I like the chemistry between them.
I mean, the first 30 minutes is great. It's just him doing Spider-Man stuff, and you get the tank scene. And the tank's going crazy. Everyone is going out of the way. He gets a tank. He finds out it's a girl. Then you see the mind control and the jump and everything.
Can I just point out, I love movies that just like get into it right away because it helps with rewatchability. Like this movie, the first almost hour is nonstop, like getting into action, but not just mindless action along with story and everything like that.
Yeah, because he gets confused. So he goes to see Yelena, and that's a good like little like we're in the MCU type tidbit, which is I actually enjoyed a little bit. Like I said. I've accepted I'm not going to get my Spider-Man movie, so I'm just going to accept that we're in the MCU. This is as grounded as it can be.
Can I say, I forgot to say that in my spoiler-free review, but I love how much this movie emphasizes that this is a cinematic universe, and it does it in a good way. Not any way that feels forced or cameo-driven. It's just so cool that Spider-Man stops his tank. There's something he doesn't know what's going on with it, and he goes, okay, let me talk to Black Widow, Yelena, to find out what's going on with it. Stuff is going wrong. MJ's in danger. Who am I going to go to? Frank Castle, the Punisher, the Protector. Yeah. My DNA is mutating. Who am I going to go to? Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Like this just feels like the Marvel universe, and stuff like this happens in comics, and is a big complaint of previous MCU movies of like, why wouldn't this character go to this character for help? So this movie does such a good job at showing that this is a broader universe, but still keeping it to Spider-Man at its core.
She talks to Yelena, and they have it's a really funny scene. She's like naked in the film. A lot of times I'm like, just go out.
That water was too blue, man. Yeah. I should have saw something.
And then like it's like a really like I don't even think it goes on for long. It's just a really funny scene where he comes out and he's like not butt naked, he has underpants, fucking ripped, bro. Oh my god!
Tom Holland.
And then he comes
Show me
out,
your regimen,
he
Brody.
still has the Spider-Man mask.
That's what I'm saying. I love that.
I love
that
it.
so
I
much.
love it. Like he doesn't even trust an Avenger to like
Yeah.
know his secret identity, which is I love it. And they have a really good conversation in the path. I think it's like a.
I love how she was saying like, "Oh, what I deal with is Avengers stuff. You deal with small potato,
It says,
whatever."
like,
Even
you
though he
small
was an Avenger
potato, me
before
big
her.
potato. Yeah, but they don't know that. And I like the second time that he meets her, she's like, "Oh, the potatoes are getting bigger." So that was a really good scene in there. Like, and just like showcase like we are in there, because a lot of things I'm like, I'm watching Thunderbolts and I'm like, where's Spider-Man, bro? Like, this shit's happening in New York City. But like now it's like, okay, now he's talking to Yelena, and now they have a connection. Like, just because no one knows he's Peter Parker doesn't mean he can't have a connection with the Avengers. He has connections with all these other heroes. He's a hero.
Yeah.
So you have that really good Yelena scene, and then he goes out and he goes to the party, and now we're gonna talk about the Ned and MJ. And I've always said this: I don't want them in the movie. I don't care. Like that ending in No Way Home is
so good.
Is so good. And I feel like if you try to retract that, you're kind of retracting a lot of things. So I didn't really want them in the movie. I think maybe a few or minority of people that just didn't want them. Like, just leave them be, because I'm like, Peter, just let them be. I will say.
And then what did I say before this movie? I
What?
said I wanted them to be a message of how to keep yourself distant and not put yourself in a situation that you were in before, of having them be put in danger and stuff like that. I just wanted them to be like the really strong message for Peter about self-isolation and not putting yourself out there. And I think this movie did it really, really well.
I will say this what happens in the movie with Ned and MJ is legit. For me, the best case scenario, and this is my chart opinion, that they're not in the movie. But if they were going to be in the movie, which they were, well, how they handle it was the best. It was actually the best they can handle it.
Can I say this movie had my dream scene for this movie, and it wasn't even like any action sequence or anything like that. It was the scene of Peter and MJ. She finds the note and is reading it, realizing what's going on, and Peter's trying to explain himself, and they set it up in a way where he's explaining to her what happened before, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but here we are now. You know who I am. Like, we had something. I love you." And they're building up to thinking it's gonna go one way, and she just says, "Listen, whatever happened, like, the spell worked. I don't know you. I'm sorry, and I don't love you." And even on the second watch, that scene hits so fucking hard. Just seeing the devastation on Tom Holland's face. That was legit my dream scene for this movie, of her just saying, like, "I'm sorry. I don't know you. I don't have those memories of you. I don't love you. I don't even know who you are." And it hurts so badly. Can you imagine being in Peter's position in that movie, of being with someone for years and then having to look them in the face as they're telling you they don't even know who you are?
Did you see?
Oh my god!
I think you liked one of my comments on TikTok.
Yeah, you said good when the guy said that scene was
sad.
sad.
I'll talk about that scene when I get there. I'm just gonna go through the whole movie.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna forget that, so I was.
That's a big. Not complaint. What's the opposite of complaint? Big.
Positive.
Positive. So they have the scene and they're talking, and I'm gonna say this. I think them not being friends, they have the best chemistry. Like in out of all three movies, they have better chemistry not knowing Peter than they actually know Peter in the home the home trilogy.
Yeah.
So he does this. He's being awkward, and then she kisses
Ezra Bridger.
And then, dude, that's him running away. That late night swing scene where
Perfection.
he's swinging and he's just
in the rain.
He's crying. And there's one shot where he's falling down, and you can tell in his eye, Peter's like, "What if I just don't swing? What if I just fall?" It's so sad. It is so sad. I'm like,
And that's what awakens his fucking mutation,
I
and that's
know.
awesome.
That scene of him falling, being like, you can tell in his eyes, like, what if I just don't swing right here?
That is a traumatic moment.
Yeah,
It's a very traumatic
growing
moment, and the fact that that is what awakens his genetic mutation, which we see later in the movie.
I love the
is so
parallel
good.
of Spider-Man 2, where in Spider-Man 2, he doesn't want to be Spider-Man, so then his powers go away. And in this film, he doesn't want to be Peter Parker. He just wants to be Spider-Man, so his Spider-Man abilities heighten.
Yeah,
Peak.
really good. Really good.
So he gets mutated, and he's getting mutated. He doesn't know what's going on, so he goes to Bruce Banner for help, and he's at. So far we're still in like peak. We're still. I'm watching the movie like this is fucking peak. I don't have any complaint. I don't have legit no complaints going up to all this. He goes to Bruce. He's like, "Yo, bro, like, what's going on?" And Bruce has the inhibitor chip, so he's not like Professor Hulk anymore.
You didn't even go over the Spider-Man and Frank Castle's first interaction. I fucking love that.
Yeah,
That was so good. Because that's all you need. I loved how this movie established that they already met. Because it would make no sense if they didn't meet. So I love, that's all you need
And
for
they have
this
prior
movie.
history.
He's taking care of this tank situation. He's handling himself. Punisher comes out of nowhere. And all you need is a scene of him going like, Frank, what the hell are you doing here, man? And he's like, I'm taking care of this tank. You get out of my way or I'm going to handle it myself. Just they're bickering back and forth. And then you show so much history in that one scene, and I love it. And that even like when Punisher shoots him, he lands on a tank. Spider-Man's like, this freaking guy. Like it's so good at conveying the relationship at the beginning of this movie, and I just love how they already met because it just makes so much sense that there's no way they wouldn't. Like they would have to cross paths at some point. So I just love how that movie
Staten Island,
establishes
he
it.
saves him.
Yeah, that's so good. But continue with the Hulk.
So, the Hulk is the only character I feel like was a little shoot into the film. I think why he's in the movie makes sense and is good, and I think his eventual fight with Spider-Man makes sense and it's good. It's just like it's just so small. Like it's just such a small thing, but at the same time, like who else would know about mutations than?
I feel like that this is a place where it would have been like a Kirk Connors situation, but to introduce Kirk Connors and automatically make him the Lizard in that little amount of time, I think would have been worse than the Hulk.
You don't have to though. You don't have to.
Well, he's got to learn about the mutations.
Oh, because he's a Lizard.
There's nobody. Well, no, I'm saying for the Hulk.
Yeah,
You're saying he's shoehorned in here. I think you need like
I don't know if shoehorn's the right word, but I think he's out of all the characters in the movie.
underutilized.
Yes, I think that's a good. Like out of Sadie Sink's character, Punisher, Hulk, I guess the Hand to an extent. What's it called probably Damage Control. He's like the only one that's like in there for a little bit, just so we can see him fight the Hulk. Which we'll get there. So he talks to Bruce, and like Bruce's point is like how do you determine what's good or what's bad?
And decide what's good or what's bad.
It's like,
and that's why I think this movie does such an incredible job of making his genetic mutation kind of like an allegory in a sense for what you keep inside and trying to hide. And the whole movie is people saying like, well, I guess it's just Bruce. I know someone else mentions it, but not keeping that in. Like there's a way you can express it. I think
maybe Aunt May?
Yeah, Aunt May. Well, it was before his mutation, but she still gives him that message that like these are like things are gonna get rough, but you can't suppress what's inside. And then you need to express it. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying with his genetic mutation. Like there's a way you can express it without it getting out of control or
100%
getting in the way and stuff like that. So his mutation really ties in with the movie's message. So
and then also like
because at the end of the movie, I know we're going to talk about it. Literally, this whole time he's trying to suppress the mutation, overcomes him, go back to suppressing it, and then Jean asks him, Are you Peter or are you Spider-Man? And he says, I'm both. And it's literally him controlling the mutation and using it to fight the Hand. I love that.
So then you also have that little thing with Bruce where it's like you got to make an inhibitor chip. Like you can contain a monster, which the inhibitor chip in itself is a crazy concept.
Can I just say, I don't know if you caught it, Spider-Man is J. Robert
Yep,
Oppenheimer.
I know.
You did?
Everyone, we'll talk about why he's J. Robert Oppenheimer, but he low-key is Oppenheimer in this film.
We're already talking about the scene. We talk about it.
Well, no, when we talk about the X-Men and.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So he goes. I think the scene after that. What's after the Hulk scene? You watched it a second time. I think it's the next. I think it's the next like encounter with Sadie Sink's character. I think so.
No, the stuff with Scorpion happens first. Remember?
Oh yeah. But then it goes. All right. So Scorpion is controlled by Sadie Sink's character. He fights the Scorpion, but then he can't control his powers because he's mutating. And Scorpion says something about, I don't know if he says something about MJ or he says something in Peter's life that gets Peter really mad, and he fucking like almost kills he brutally like injures Scorpion, and he almost kills like a cop. Because he like grabs the thing and like slams it on the door, and like just to see Spider-Man be like,
Spider-Man not holding back,
dude. Just see Spider-Man being like, oh shit, like what the fuck did I just do? And DeWolf,
he was scary in that scene.
And then DeWolf saying like, if you do this again, I cannot protect you. So
and I love how that's the point where you realize he has control because he hurt an innocent person, and Tom Holland's acting was incredible in that scene. You could tell how worried he was for a random person he didn't even know, but he knew he was the reason that person got hurt, and just the concern he had in his voice was so good. And I like how that was the anchor for him trying to figure out voice crack what he was.
It's daytime. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He goes to the street, and a random guy comes to him, and he's talking to him. And then the guys, they're jumping, and he's talking about how Sadie Sink found Peter's apartment, found out who MJ was, and that gets Peter going. He goes to MJ's apartment, right? Because they can't like Sadie Sink can't like telepath.
She has a certain jump distance, 33 feet.
And Spider-Man, and I love this. I love this. How Spider-Man is, people forget, he's smart. How he outwits the villain. When he has his tracker see how much feet it is, and 33 feet is the thing. So she controls a guy in the helicopter. He revs the helicopter up so that he is too far away to jump into anyone. Like that's Spider-Man being smart. Like that's like,
people forget he's like almost there with Reed Richards for being the smartest Marvel character. He is a fucking
he's
genius.
Like when he's talking to Bruce, it's like he's just spitting like
Bruce was surprised. He's like, how the hell do you know this? You're a college student.
So he gets to MJ, and he's like, MJ, you gotta come with me. She's like, okay, fine. She swings, and then you go to the rooftop, and this is one of the scenes I'm gonna admit, like I need to stop judging scenes before a scene's over. So they go on the rooftop, right?
Dude.
She lifts the thing up.
Can I ask, did it get you?
Oh yeah, it did.
It did get me too.
And that's why I was mad.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
It got me. I was like, oh no.
So
oh no.
And so this is why I need to stop judging scenes before it's over. So he gets him. She's like we've had to have some connection. Like you've saved me, you done this. Like we have to have something. Opens it up, kisses him. She goes, Peter. And in my mind, sitting there, I was fucking pissed. I was like,
oh no.
I think I actually did this. I was like, bro. I'm like, this is so effing stupid. I'm like, no way that a kiss brings everything back. Like I'm like Brenner Day. Like you're like so peak. And this is the scene. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? She hugs him, and she goes, what does she go? She goes,
no, I knew the second the hug went on too long. That's when I knew. The hug was going on too long. I knew right when she said. And the look on her face while she was hugging him, I was like, yes, this is so good. Thank you for doing this.
Hold her, Peter. How does it feel?
And even beforehand, Peter's like raw emotion of just like, I've been wanting this for so long. Thank you. Like this is finally happening. I missed you so much.
Like that's everything there. Like I was so mad that I forgot about that. But yes, that's really good.
Yeah. Like and he's like crying. Like he was so happy.
When she reveals, and this is one of Zendaya's best performances too.
I was just about to say, I'm so glad you pointed it out.
When she reveals, like it's Sadie Sink's Jean Grey. that it's Gene actually controlling her, which
Yeah,
I don't know
like
how
flips on a
I don't know
dime.
how Gene got there in the first place because he was like all the way up. Maybe she probably just got out of him and then went to. Oh yeah, that's probably the explanation. I don't think Spider-Man probably knew that. Like she can just get out of him.
No, she can't control Peter.
No. Because you know how the guy was all the way 33 up, and like he was too far away to jump to someone.
Yeah.
I think in my mind I was like, oh, how did she get to MJ? She probably just uncontrolled him, looked at someone next to him, and then started jumping like that.
Yeah, I will say they don't really do a good job of explaining that, but who knows?
So it's Jean Grey, and that 1-2 thing, like that 2-second thing made me hate the scene to absolutely fucking love the scene.
it.
And when she goes like, it's crazy. It's like, you're not even up here. Like there's nothing about you up here. I was like, bro. And then Peter just standing there.
That is brutal. That is
bad.
brutal. You can tell the anger on Peter's face,
Yeah,
rightfully so. That is brutal. And Zendaya's acting is incredible.
Zendaya as
Like the way she flips on a dime, she becomes like snarky, like Jean Grey. Like her acting specifically in that scene is so good.
Zendaya as Jean is great. And then
so good.
Jean just eats her out of the thing and he saves her.
Or he's grabbing her and he's just like, get out of her, but he's holding MJ and she's like, who's the monster now? And then gets out of him. I thought she was gonna like teleport out so MJ saw Peter holding him like that and she would think he's the monster, like she explained, but I still liked it just as much as she just like leaped off and forced him to save her.
So that scene is just so peak.
And even afterwards when he catches her and lands on the ground, kind of mirroring Tasm too, where he's like, oh, please be okay, and she's okay. But I love afterwards of the guy gets out of the van, walks up to the car, he's just like, please, like, you win, I'll quit anything, you win, just please leave her alone, because it shows how vulnerable Peter is in that moment, because how do you stop something like that? Telepathy would just fucking jump to each person's mind. So I love that little scene of showing Peter's vulnerability and just like not knowing what to do in that moment.
So they found out it's Jean Grey, and we could talk just the broader implications of Jean's character because there's an arc that goes on in there. Do you think Jean Grey is too evil in this movie?
No.
I think she's, and this is a big negative I have in the movie. I think if we're going to set up that Jean Grey is one of our main protagonists in the X-Men movies and she's supposed to be the good guy and she's supposed to be like the face of the X-Men, she does fucked up shit in this movie. She does terrible. And we'll talk about it a little bit.
Jean Grey.
Dude, she kills innocent people.
She didn't kill anyone.
She killed innocent people.
They say in the movie she's not a murderer.
John, she gets an old guy, puts him on the street, and a taxi going 50 miles per hour hits him directly right here.
Okay, he didn't die.
John, he fucking died, bro.
No, he didn't. They said he didn't die.
Who said that?
They said you don't murder people. So that's implying everyone the security footage where she makes the people shoot each other, it's purposely in the leg. If she wanted to kill them, she would have killed them.
She kills an innocent guy.
She
kills the old people.
I'll bring up my argument because I knew you were going to say this, for the Batman. The end of the Batman.
He doesn't kill anyone. He doesn't kill anyone.
He shoots someone in the chest in the Batman.
No, he has the big armor.
No,
John, he has armor, dude. He had bulletproof armor, and it was just a shock.
The guy landed on the rope, and he's limp like this after being shot in the chest.
He's
a rifle like that at that close distance, a bulletproof vest. Bulletproof vests don't stop any caliber of bullet.
No, he just got passed out. It was just passed out.
Okay, I can easily say he's dead. That's what I'm saying for this old guy. Just because he got hit by a car doesn't mean he's dead.
But he's an old dude with no protective armor getting hit 60 miles an hour by a car. You die. That kills you.
At that angle, it was like towards the front of the car. You could just easily say he's crippled or some shit like that. Dude, they say in the movie she doesn't kill anyone.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. He said you're not a murderer. They say they don't kill people.
No, she kills
people. They show everyone he controls or she controls that she's not killing them. That security footage, she makes the guards shoot each other in the leg so they don't die.
The MJ thing, making MJ
He knew
fall.
Peter was going to save her.
You don't know that.
Yes, he did.
Andrew didn't save Gwen. Like, you don't know.
But we're talking about Green Goblin.
Yeah,
but Green Goblin wanted to fucking kill.
Yeah, but I think I would think that she wanted to kill MJ.
No, because she knew Peter was going to save him. That's why in the one before when she was controlling the other guy when the bomb went off, she's like, "Oh, were you thinking the whole time
that tank is killing people?"
No, it was. There was nobody in. You see everyone running out.
No. I think
she didn't kill anyone.
I generally believe Jean Grey kills people, and I don't. It's not
Also,
just me.
Jean Grey as a character is a very gray, no pun intended, character. Like, she's not pure of heart. That's
So-
one of the biggest story arcs in X-Men of her going off the rails. Like, she's a very gray area character.
So I will say this.
Charles Xavier pushed her in the direction of being a hero.
I
And
will
that's
s-
why this
I-
movie does such a good job of showing what happens when Charles Xavier is not in her life.
So that's the argument that quickly makes my argument of Jean Grey being evil in the film like kind of different. Like I do think she is really evil in the film. Even I still believe she kills that old dude. I still believe she tried to kill MJ. The damage control guys deserve it, but I still believe people die in that tank. I think
I'm not saying she's a good person.
What she does to Peter, what she did to Peter right there is fucking
evil.
terrible.
Yeah.
But in a world where Charles Xavier doesn't exist, this would be Jean Grey. So I'm gonna say that my argument is a little that when my friend said that, and I was like, in a world where Charles Xavier doesn't exist, like that's how important Charles is to these kids. If that's how important, like without Charles, these kids would go down these terrible paths.
That's the point of the school.
Like
a lot of those mutants would be evil.
I will say, like, that does make my argument go down, but I'm still going to take the points because I don't care. I'm still taking points away from the movie because of that.
You are Jonathan.
So I think she is very evil in this film. I think she kills people.
No, she doesn't.
She definitely does. So it's like, for me, it was like, damn, like, we could talk about Jane a little bit more now. I'm like, I don't know if I want to like this character. Like, she does some fucked up shit in this movie. Like, we'll see how it goes. Like, maybe they can redeem her in Secret Wars, and then in the X-Men movie, she's like the main character. I just think right now, if we don't see, I know she's.
Well, they also established that she's just been the subject of neglect and hatred all her life when she's playing to her sister, that her mom doesn't care about her. She's never felt human connection besides her sister who got taken away. It's the reason she's on this path. So I think it'd easily be warranted. Anyone would react to her position.
If you do villainous stuff towards damage control, that's okay because they fought. She doesn't know that they killed her sister, but they have your sister. I just don't like killing innocent people for horror moments.
But she didn't kill anyone.
She does. She
doesn't kill anyone.
John, that kills you. It's gonna kill an old man.
Nope, it doesn't kill her. The movie says they didn't kill anyone, so she doesn't kill anyone.
So,
that's how movies work.
No.
She
definitely killed someone.
Nope.
So I was like, and
it's also to stop Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is getting in her way. No, because she didn't kill him. But she's also trying to stop Spider-Man from getting in her way. That's why she's putting all these people in danger.
So Jean Grey as a villain in this movie, I think what she represents.
I think she's an antagonist.
Yes. Yeah, I know. The villain is the damage control guy, which is the most predictable thing in the world. Which I don't like. I don't think the guy does a really good job in the role. I think he's like, I don't know. I think
you're supposed to know that though. Because even in the beginning, he asked him about VMAX, and he's like, "Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about." Like, they kind of imply to you as the audience, like, maybe you shouldn't trust this guy.
I know, but like,
I think the twist was VMAX being nothing. That was the real twist.
And we'll talk about that scene because that scene is actually peak. So I don't like Severance guy. I don't think he's I don't think he's compelling. I think he's not doing anything great. It looks like he's sleepwalking through the movie. So Sadie as an antagonist, as like the direct correlation, like the themes of her and the themes of Peter is peak. I just think that sometimes I think she's too evil in this film to set up a Jean Grey that we have to root for and care about in the future. But again, the argument can be made with Charles, which is a good argument, but I don't care. Still taking points off for the movie. And I think there's a lot of times where there's two problems I have with it. One, a lot of times I forget we're in a Spider movie because we just focus on Jean Grey for a while. I think the scene with her and her sister in the park is a good scene, but I remember watching it, I'm like, holy shit, it's a fucking Spider-Man movie. I'm like, where's my boy Spider-Man at? Like, he like kind of, sometimes Spider-Man takes a little bit of a backseat in his own movie to serve Jean Grey because you're introducing a big character like Jean Grey, which goes to my second argument is, why is Jean Grey even in the movie? Like, Spider-Man has one of the best rogue galleries in fiction, and like the bad guy in this film is Jean Grey and Severance dude from Damage Control. Like, that's a little disappointing.
I don't agree because they did it in a great way, and they're introducing a character we can use in the future and utilizing her in a fantastic way. And you can't, like, that's why it's going to be hard for this next trilogy because you've already done those villains. Like, you can't just do another Doc Ock, another Green Goblin. You can, but it's just going to be a rehash.
But he has a big rogues gallery. And the problem is that with all the movies, that none of his villains are his villains. Like, Vulture is a great villain, but he's a Tony Stark villain. He's mad at Tony Stark getting Tony Stark tech. Spider-Man just happens to be there. But that's a Vulture. That's a Spider-Man villain, but not in the movie. Mysterio is a Spider-Man villain, but he's not a Spider-Man villain in Far From Home. He's mad at Tony Stark, and he wants Tony Stark tech, and Spider-Man happens to be there. And in the third film, none of those guys are his villains. They're Andrew and Peter's villains. Yeah. So it's a little unfortunate that we can't, like, Spider-Man, our Tom Holland can't have, like, an actual villain, like, to himself.
Well, they established at the beginning he has, like, a rogues gallery, like a small rogues gallery. The Scorpion and Peter already have that relationship. Yeah. He's fighting Boomerang, he's fighting Nimrod, Tarantula.
I just wish, like, the main villain of a Spider-Man movie was,
I do agree, maybe it would have, maybe, like, an actual villain would benefit a little bit, but I really like Jean Grey in this movie.
Let me just say this. I say that, but I think her being the villain in her arc mirrors Peter's perfectly. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying, it's perfectly fine that she's the antagonist.
I'm just a little bummed that she, like, was the antagonist of the film, and mainly because she's such a big. Jean Grey is such a big character.
And you see how much money this movie's making. Like, a very smart move introducing a big X-Men character.
And also, sometimes, and this is the middle part where sometimes I'm like, yeah, like, can we go back to Spider-Man? Like, we got it. Jean Grey's in the movie. We just go back to Spider-Man. Also, they revealed her, like, in the most. No one in the theater made a single, like, a noise. Yeah, it's like Jean Grey. So we all knew that. Jean Grey. So him taking her back to the Punisher is really good. Like that, like, because MJ is, like, naturally, like, an emo type girl, and so is Punisher. So, like, they have a really good dynamic there. Spider-Man says, "Do not eat the chili." I would eat Frank Castle's chili.
I would eat Frank Castle.
When Spider-Man was just the quips. When Spider-Man was like, "I need this. I know you don't have that." He's like, "Bro, I have that."
He's like, "No, you don't." He's like, "Why would you have that for?" MJ's like, "Bombs." He's like, "Bingo." It's like, "Yep, Frank Castle would have that for bombs." He's like, "Watch out for the claymores when you're coming up here." Do you think Punisher acts too different in this movie?
No, I was going to say, I think I agree. I love how you can still have a Punisher in a friendly Spider-Man movie, and he's still the Punisher. The only thing that you take away is that he doesn't kill anyone, but he's not going to kill anyone because Spider-Man's right there. Spider-Man won't let him kill anyone, and he doesn't swear. Like, it's the only two things. Like, he's still the Punisher. Maybe like, at the end,
like the little kid swear, like, still saying bullshit, stuff like that. So
maybe
it's still, like, dampen it.
At the end, it's a little goofy, but it's not like when he's doing this thing. But, like, it's not, like, enough for me to dock points for the movie. It's still the Punisher.
People are saying, like, he's too silly in this movie. In Punisher season 2, he's just almost just as silly in this movie.
The only time he's actually silly is when he's controlled by Jean Grey.
Yeah,
the only time he's actually silly.
But I think it was so fitting because even, like, with Micro and Punisher, or just, like, even some interactions with Daredevil, he's still goofing around. Like, that's just what Punisher is. He's not, like, a brooding guy. The only time he's just 24/7 brooding is in Daredevil season 2. You have to because you're introducing him.
We'll talk about some at the end when Punisher and Spider-Man in the hospital. That's actually peak.
I know. But still going on the Punisher, just like John just did such a great job of, like, keeping that character the same one we've known. And there's scenes where he's, like, kind of goofing with Peter, but it's in a goofing that's in a relationship to Punisher and very familiar with what we've seen. But then I love that scene where MJ opens the cabinet and sees his family photos, and she's like, "Oh, who's this?" And you just see, like, the look on his face. He's like, "You fucking close that right now." And he, like, gets in her face. Something. He's like, "Let me tell you something. You do not. There's 3 rules. Like, you do not touch anything. Don't ask me about anything. Like that is the Punisher we've seen previously. I love that so much. That's all you needed, even to convey to a new audience. Like, this guy has a history with his family. They don't even reveal it, but you kind of imply what you know from that scene. So that's what I liked a lot.
It's great. So they have that conversation. So it's MJ's behind the curtain and Peter's, like, making the thing, and the talking, and they don't know each other. I think that's the best chemistry they ever had on. I'm gonna be honest, like, because like from Homecoming to Far From Home, it's just like it's like off screen and he likes her, And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think in No Way Home they're fine together as boyfriend and girlfriend. But like when she's like,
Best chemistries in this movie.
she's like, oh, like she's talking about her boyfriend. It's like, oh, like she's saying I'm too withholding, and he's like, damn, like sounds like a bad guy, and but at the same time, like Spider-Man's also withholding because the curtain's right there, and he doesn't want to show her face. So that was a good scene between the two, and then I think MJ was like getting up. He was like, MJ was like, MJ was like getting up. He was like, wait, hold on, put the mask like, I just love that he's, like you said, in the suit the whole
Or he's
time.
describing his past lover that is her to her. It's a common movie trope, but it works every time. Like he's explaining a past lover, but that lover he's talking about her to her. I love that.
So then you get the morning scene, he's there, and then you get another A-tier Frank Castle talk with Spider-Man, where he's like, you think I want to be like this? Like, you think we want to be like this? Just telling like Peter, like, you know, like this.
If I got a second chance to see my loved ones, like he's like, do you think I'll be hiding behind a mask? Seeing my loved ones for the first time again after not seeing them, after losing them. Like he calls him a coward. It's like that tough love we know from Frank Castle. It's a really dark mentor, which I really wanted from this movie, is him being like kind of that dark mentor to Peter, that if you take things too far, you will turn into me. Punisher's been that for Daredevil. Now he's being it for Spider-Man, and I love that dark anchor for Frank Castle that you used in this movie.
It's great. And then like for another great scene in the film is afterwards. So then I think he goes, I forgot where Spider-Man goes somewhere after that scene. Oh, it's the Hulk. What? Yeah, because I'm just like go. So they go to the Hulk. What do you think of the Hulk fight scene?
I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
I think it's too quick. And it's all in the trailers.
I don't like how it ends. I like the actual fight scene, and they do a great job of making Hulk like scary, and kind of building up to that. And that moment where we've been waiting like 7 years to see Hulk again, and he's turning to Hulk. And I love the concern from Bruce Banner as he's turning into the Hulk. He's just like it's happening. If please evacuate the building. Get out of here. Like he's shouting to Peter to please leave. I can't control it. And Peter's trying to talk him down, and he's transforming. You see it from the back, and then he says, "No Banner, no girl." It's just his eyes says only Hulk. And, like the theater like shakes when he says that, and it's like finally been waiting so fucking long for this moment, and it was done so well. And the actual fight I liked a lot because it does a good job of showing like big and strong versus small, fast, and agile, where he's tossing Spider-Man around, but he's kind of too quick for him. He's like crawling on his back, and Hulk takes him to this hallway, and I love the camera work in that scene where it does like a 360 like this as he's like webbing up the hallway as Hulk is running through it.
You like when Spider-Man gets clapped in the back?
Yeah, Spider-Man got those back shots in that scene. He gets clapped in the back.
I love that shit. He's like running, he gets clapped, and he's like floating out. I think it's a little. I think not that it's it's Spider-Man fighting the Hulk, so I'm obviously like have a smile on my face. I just feel like they showed a lot in the trailers, like
that's what I'm
bad.
saying. Like again, that's not even the movie's fault. But like, why would you show so much? That's another scene that when it was over, it was like I already watched the majority. With
Brave New World, you kind of have to show Red Hulk in the trailers. Nobody's gonna watch that movie. You don't have to show the Hulk stuff in the Spider-Man movie. Everyone's watching the Spider-Man movie. Imagine
you show a little bit. Literally, just show a scene of them about to clash and cut away. That's all you need. It just show. Obviously, you want people to know Hulk is in this movie, but they just showed way too much.
Yeah.
But again, watching it a second time, not being disappointed that I saw the majority of it, I was like, that's such a cool fight. Like, that's so cool.
So I do like how Spider-Man loses. Like Hulk could have just like right there, like he had him. But I don't know. You say you don't like how it ends. I kind of like how he like you see through his eyes and he goes like, Peter, it's Bruce, it's Peter.
But before I get to that, I do want to talk about when Punisher rolls up and how fucking funny that is. So first he's Professor Hulk and he's fighting Professor Hulk with Jean controlling him, and then you just see flash grenades, and then he gets lit up by bullets. All you see is whoa, and he's like shooting him. Like it's supposed to be a little comedic on purpose because like we know Punisher does those like fucking growls as he's shooting people. Dude, that was so fun.
I don't think he actually fights Hulk. I think he's already possessed
No, he never fights the Hulk.
But he fights.
He fights Professor Hulk, and then I just love the joke from Peter. It's like, Frank, what are you doing here? Like, you're above your pay grade. This is the Hulk we're fighting.
Dude, my favorite thing is when he like smashed him, like, whoa! And the meme is like when Frank
realizes, like, oh shit!
When Frank realizes he's just a street tier.
He's a street tier. And then they even explain it later when he like actually becomes the Hulk. He's like, or Peter's explaining to Frank, like, oh, you do this, subdue the Hulk, I'll grab Jean. He's like, hey. Frank's like, oh, no. How about I go grab Jean and we'll do this? That's the biggest threat you handle. And he's like, oh, you gotta get out and fight the Hulk. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess
it's true.
Yeah,
I would do the same thing, but my ass is not fighting the Hulk, bro.
And then one final remark is, oh, Frank, do not kill her. Do not kill her. It's like, I'm gonna do this dog. Just go. Just go. I love that.
He would have killed it.
He would have, yeah. He would have killed it.
So, I love when Frank gets possessed. He's like all sassy.
Like all girly. I know. That was so funny.
But so
like I said, a lot of people hate that. It's like, oh,
no,
he's acting goofy.
Yeah,
but
he
like,
got fucking controlled by Jean Grey. You think Punisher? You think Punisher can't fight the Hulk? He's gonna fight Jean Grey.
I forgot. I think it was Moist Critical who had this complaint. He liked the movie. He said one of his complaints was minor nitpicks was she saw at the end what Peter. And she was so emotional by Peter's memories and stuff like that. But when she controlled the Punisher, she was just like, oh, this guy's got issues. So I think that's a very different Jean Grey from the end of the movie. That's a much more vulnerable Jean Grey. Does Jean Grey
possess Hulk so she can get into that vault?
She's just on a mission to get her sister.
Yeah. So I don't get it. I don't care about that. So Peter goes, sun's getting real low, big guy. And I don't know.
He doesn't do that.
I like that's kind of what he does. Because like he goes like it's Peter, and you see his eyes.
Yeah.
I like the scene because I like how Spider-Man doesn't beat Hulk. Like Hulk beats him, like he's about to kill him, and then Hulk realizes, oh shit, and then just like.
I know. I love how he kind of technically tries to kill himself again.
Well, I think he knew doing that would just make him go back to Bruce.
But I like the moment if it was earned. Because that is a moment in the comics where everyone forgets Peter from the spell except Hulk, and he's having a conversation with the Hulk, and Hulk has we
don't know.
He remembers him, and Peter's like, wait, you remember me? He's like, yeah, Hulk never forget. That's literally what he says. And it makes sense because Bruce and Hulk are two different people.
Yeah. But Hulk never met
That's what
Spider-Man.
I'm saying. They never met. I don't think it was...
In Infinity War,
it wasn't really earned for me because they never met.
Bruce met Spider-Man or saw Spider-Man, but
you could chalk it up to just like Punisher. They met and we just never seen it. But I think that moment would have been a little more earned if we had moments with Hulk and Spider-Man. But I didn't hate it. It's just maybe you could have ended a little differently. But I do like Hulk letting go of the building and letting himself fall, and even afterwards where Bruce Banner is saying his first thought is did I hurt anyone? Is everyone okay? And just seeing that concern from Bruce again, I thought that was great.
Gets the inhibitor chip on Jean after she controls the damaged guy. He says like, "Oh, just looking for Sarah." Then you get that scene like with MJ, and I fucking love that scene. So good when she's like, "I don't love you. I don't even know you."
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite scene in the movie. One of the best Spider-Man scenes of all time.
Every edit I see of that, everyone's like cry. I just go, I put the comment good. Like that's what I want. Like I love Spider-Man so much, but I'm such a anarchist. Well, I need to.
Everyone is. You only love Spider-Man if you want to see him in pain.
When his face when she's like, I don't even know.
Like
you.
just so defeated.
And then she leaves, and she's like, "Well, can you actually give me a swing back?" And he still does. And he still does.
Swing her back home. Oh my god, I love that fucking scene so much.
It's a good scene.
It's so good.
Go to the apartment. They're having a talk. They meet Ned and stuff like that. The chemistry is just.
I know it's so
fucking
good.
I mean, she knows he's Peter and stuff like that. He finds out that when you get controlled, you don't know what happens. So the damage control guy was lying. So they have Jean Grey. She goes back, and we have the Jean Grey flashback, which is cool. I think I asked you if Sarah Grey was a character in the comics.
Yeah, I knew she was a character. I didn't know if she had powers like Jean. I couldn't remember. I knew she had a sister, but I didn't know too much about her. I'll admit my LARP moment. But yeah, she does have a sister, and I like that being her motivation for this.
And in the scene, like when she's like getting getting captured by Damage Control, and Jean's running, and she mind controls Jean to like go away.
Yeah, to save her.
Is great. So they do the scene, and she's asking like, "What's VMAX?" And bro is literally like
I know,
complex.
confused. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They do the thing, and then you get that scene where she's looking up, and VMAX is actually just
the ventilation
shaft. So the last thing that Sarah Gray teleported to her sister was VMAX, because it was the last thing that she saw before she died.
And Sadie Sink's acting that scene, perfection. Didn't resort to
Fucking
like crying
beautiful.
or anger, just like defeated. Like,
dude,
my sister
those
died
people
here.
were fucking writing like,
I know.
oh my god.
So good.
Yeah, no, and Spider-Man going there, fighting the mind control hand and I guess like we don't have like a final. That's the final battle of the movie, which is not. It's maybe a little underwhelming, because he just talks down Jean Grey as the final which is like has happened a little bit too much in the MCU recently.
But it's done so well. I feel like it's so much more earned in this movie. And it's actually just done really well.
I think I agree that it's earned here. It's earned in Thunderbolt. It's bad in Brave New World. But like the fact that we're still doing it.
People complain that there's no last act battle between Peter and the villain of the movie. They're all just fighting mind-controlled hands. Superman, he never fights Lex Luthor. The final battle is Lex's bots versus Superman.
Oh, he's fighting Ultraman.
And it's not Lex Luthor. He's fighting Ultraman.
Yeah, true.
A pretty much mind-controlled thing by Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
So I have no complaint about that at all. It's the same thing in this movie. One of my biggest complaints of this movie, and the fact that it's something kind of small like this, to show you how good the movie is. Biggest complaint that will never change my mind. I do not like the hand in this movie.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about the hand.
Don't like how the hand was utilized in this movie.
The heroes.
Not even that. There's a lot of times with the hand. I like how they explained there was a power vacuum, so they keep the continuity. I appreciate that. The hand was defeated. Like there's just fractions of them, and that they don't have a leader and they need someone to lead them. Daredevil has led the hand in the comics. I think that's what they're leading to in Shadowland, or season 3 for the Shadowland comics, because now they're establishing the power vacuum. So the hand has been led by good people. I just don't like the hand being led by damage control. Like, what was that conversation between the guy of the head of the damage control talking to the hand, being like, "You want to serve me?" They're just be like, "Yeah, sure." Like the hand we're talking about. So I didn't like how they're being led by damage control, but the final battle being them being mind controlled by Jean Grey, I like that so much more. Like that was so cool, and that action sequence. Well, we'll talk about it a little later because I actually like that little moment of Peter and the guards. Where he's just like, "Well, I'm on your side. I'm the good guys." And then he realized not putting the guns down. He just like locks and he's like, "Okay, you want to go? You want to do this?" And then he just stretches, saying how he's not in high school anymore.
And goes off.
and then the action, that scene, like that was Insomniac Spider-Man action if I've ever seen it. When he dodges, it's literally when you press circle in the game that dodges bullets, like the same animation. And then
I want to go back. I have the game. I want to go back and play the game.
I know they added the suit from the movie and Spider-Man 2. Like the newest suit, I know, but
I'm playing Spider-Man too.
And then like the way the action that scene is so good. He literally does like an air combo again from the game. Like there's this fixed camera position where it's in the air and he like he held square and then press square again. Like he does like the combo. You know when you press triangle and circle at the same time, do a finisher. He did a finisher on one of the guards. Pay attention when you rewatch it. But I love that little moment.
But it was inspired by the Insomniac games.
I know it was so good.
Great.
And then gets to the hand stuff, and then he finally fights the hand.
She controls there's a perimeter that she puts out, which damage control guy is fucked up real bad with Jean Grey. She does that whole thing. Punisher's like right outside of it, and like Punisher is gonna do it Punisher way, so he goes up top and he has a sniper. I love that there.
He said he would the whole movie, so it's not like it's
we believe that.
Yeah,
we know.
He says like, Peter, if I get the opportunity, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her.
Yeah, because look what she's done, bro.
I know.
She killed innocent people. Like,
yeah, you don't even blame Frank. It's always gonna be Spider-Man who wants to be the one to talk the villain out of it.
Well, so Spider-Man's fighting these guys in the hand scene, bro. So good. It's so
But
good.
again, that's another one where I was like, they showed majority in the trailer. And why'd you show the majority? But like,
Even the finishing move they showed in the trailer.
know.
When he
Why would
goes
you
up, then he
show that?
ults as he's going down.
But the second time watching it, knowing I watched the whole fight and getting to like just enjoy it, bro, what a good fucking fight scene.
And we'll go to
The hands was not moving like that with Daredevil. Like, I don't know, like Daredevil, lock in, bro, because if the hands moving like that in season 3, lock the fuck in.
Well,
but
as long as it's in the hallway, they're okay.
Cool. Yeah, I know. That's right. But the way he was like moving in that scene, you could tell that he Destin Daniel Cretton locked in for that action sequence. Like, let me tap into my Shang-Chi action sequences for this scene because this is the final action sequence, and the way he's moving, the way the hand is moving, the way they're like jumping on each other to like get to Peter. Even Peter acknowledges when they're all jumping in the air. He's like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I think another big thing that Peter realizes in the moment, especially when Jean's talking, he's shooting the webs, and the damage control guys
destroys the
webs. And it's like, oh shit, Peter, the people that you've been with the whole time that you think you're friends with, they have a fail-safe plan just in case you go out of the rails. So that was another eye-opening thing with Peter, and because Jean Grey is saying that to him. And then yes, I legit this. I don't think the MJ scene is really good. This is the best scene in the movie. He's defeated. He's on the ground, like you said. He's on the ground. And she's talking about, like, are you Peter Parker? Are you Spider-Man? And throughout the whole movie, he's trying to avoid the Peter stuff. He wants to be Spider-Man, but that's causing the mutations. He's stopping the mutations with an inhibitor chip in here. Like, he's forcing everything here. You have that talk with Frank. You have this talk with Aunt May and earlier. Fucking hand is, like, coming, and he shoots it, grabs it. He goes, I'm both. Dude, chills. Like, right now, I'm thinking like chills in my like just accepting that he's finally, he's both. Because Spider-Man's not supposed to be like how Batman is like such like the Bruce is such the master. He's such Batman. Like he's Batman. Like and Bruce is just like the
Bruce is the cover up.
But it's not that.
He's Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Together. There's a hero behind the thing, and him finally accepting it, and then being mutated, but like controlling it, and he fucks up everybody, and then he just slams into there. It's good. It's really fucking good.
And he has that talk with Jean, and I just love how the way he calms Jean down and gets to stop doing all this is just a heartwarming talk from Aunt
He goes, look into my mind.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead,
go ahead. And then you get the Aunt May scene, and it's
Aunt May talks down Jean Grey, and I think that was done so beautifully. Because again, they established she never had that motherly love. Yeah, and she gets it from Aunt May.
I'm glad that is just, it's very obvious that's just the conversation that she gives Peter when he first tells her. People are actually like really brain dead, and they keep thinking like Aunt May is talking to Sadie Sink, no,
it's not. She's literally saying the same thing she said to Peter.
I was hoping you have the extended version in this scene. I was hoping that she never said like Jean or anything like that. Like she doesn't say Peter, but like it's obvious that it's
because that talk helped Peter, and now he's using that talk to help Jean.
How she tells Jean like people are gonna hate you, people are not gonna like you. And like you need to just like show that you are the better person and that you're a hero and that you have responsibilities.
That's literally the whole theme of the X-Men. She explained the whole purpose of the X-Men in that one scene, and it was so good.
And it's like you think I'm such a bad, like go into my mind and look at this, and that talks Jean down, and Spider-Man's like that's my Aunt May, like.
And then the spider sense afterwards. Oh my god! Like the same way they did in No Way Home, like the what's that called in film? The poly zoom, whatever. Dolly zoom.
Dolly zoom. Yep.
Yeah. So
where you're going and then
the background moves backwards or something like that, and then you see and I love how it pans to just like this long dark hallway, and you just hear the gunshot, and he blocks Jean. Did you think he was gonna die in that scene? There was a part because I heard
there's a little part of me where I'm like because he does the Aunt May, he goes, I'm fine.
I know it.
He falls down.
Literally the exact same.
The pool blood was fucking huge.
I know.
I was like, are they killing Spider-Man right now? I think once Punisher put him was in the hospital with him.
Yeah, once he put him in the hospital, it was fine. But literally the exact same way Aunt May died. I thought that was so cool. Like even him saying like, oh, I'm all right, I'm good, and he falls like it's the same way Aunt May died.
I will say this, and it's Jean Grey in this movie kills innocent people, does some fucked up shit to Spider-Man. That thing with MJ is fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked.
It's terrible. She does a lot of bad things, and Spider-Man still takes a bullet for her.
Yep.
It's insane.
I know.
Like he's so good. Like he's good, and like morally he's such a good person. Like to see like this girl was struggling with the same thing that he was struggling with, and Spider sends with the Punisher. Like just he takes the bullet for her. Like after everything she's done, he still takes the bullet for her. And I think she saves him also.
She definitely saves him.
Yeah, I don't know.
She
I don't know
we'll
what
talk
her
about it
powers
afterwards. Yeah,
what powers is, but like the fact that he even took a bullet for her, and
the look on Frank's face, like his fucking concern, because yeah, that is Frank.
Yeah.
He'll kill any morally bad character with no remorse at all. But the second he kills an innocent person,
like
it destroys him.
They just shot the nicest person.
I know,
in the
and you
world.
could tell the look on his face. He was so concerned.
Another scene that when we get to the hospital and like Frank was crying, like
he recreates the comic panel of him carrying Iron Spider from Civil War. A shot I never thought I would see in a million years. That was so good.
But like the Frank's actual concern that he's killed all these people, but he almost killed like
Peter.
one of the nicest guys in the world.
And the way Jean Grey saved Peter was she was breathing for him.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, if you notice the second time, she's sitting on a park bench and it keeps cutting between Peter and Jean, and she's just like breathing in and out, and it pans to Peter breathing in and out. She's literally, and throughout the movie when she's mind controlling, you see like that blurry effect in the background. So she's literally breathing for Peter that entire time. I think that's so good.
Yeah,
I love that.
Maybe Jean's not too bad.
Yeah, she didn't kill anyone, so it can't be too bad.
Minus 2 points.
But oh, that's so good. Like that being the way she saves him. That just won me over so much.
Yeah, so that's a great scene, and then you get to the ending, and this like I wasn't emotional, but I think even maybe watching it again.
Second time I almost cried. I did almost cry.
Which part?
Later on.
The Spider-Man part.
Yeah, but we'll talk about Peter and Frank's talk because
we do it right now. Yeah,
that was so. Or even him just waking up and seeing all the artwork on the table for him. And then him being his first thought, he wakes up near-death experience. He goes, "Oh shit, my mask is off." I love that. That's so Spider-Man.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh shit, my identity."
But Frank, I think Frank was saying,
yeah, Frank Leach is like, "I'll fucking handle it. You're good, man."
But I think Frank told him like, "Oh, like don't worry about it. Like I don't know what Frank did to hide his identity to other people." But I guess
they explained it, but yeah, I just thought that was so good. And then Tom and John's chemistry in that scene is so fucking good. And like Punisher's giving like this really vulnerable talk to Peter, saying like, I've seen real bravery in my day. Like we've seen him, his flashbacks in the army in Punisher season 1. Like this is a dark dude, and he says, I've never seen bravery like that. Like you are a brave soul, and I'm really sorry. Peter doesn't want to accept the apology. Punisher's like, no, I'm fucking sorry. I'm really sorry, man.
That's a side of Punisher we've never seen.
Once in a great while. Like anytime he has put innocent people in harm's way, you tell the remorse, and they do it again here.
Especially after watching No Way Home, where like people hate Spider-Man, people love Spider-Man. Just the last scene where he's walking out, and so Frank has the thing, he's doing this. People don't like that. Sure,
I like it.
Who cares?
I think it's so funny. And then it pans, it like goes from the cheering of the crowd and the dead silence inside him going like this, and then you hear Punisher's going just going. I love that. That's so funny.
So just Peter being out there and everyone chanting Spider-Man, Spider-Man,
like seeing the love the city that has for him. Because the whole movie felt so alone, and that final shot shows him like you're not alone, bro. New York loves you.
Little kid.
Oh my god, that's when I almost cried. The little kid go, and then him afterwards, just like the little kid goes, Spider-Man. I almost fucking cried when I saw. They want
to be Superman so bad. He's holding the pole, Superman.
That was like that scene, but for Spider-Man for me, like it was so good.
It just just for Peter to realize like you're not alone. Like this, like people love you, man. Like you're a hero.
And followed by one of the best shots in a comic movie of all time of him. I have it right now. Him on the fucking scaffolding looking out into the sunset. I need this picture framed fucking everywhere. this right here is one of the best shots. It's so simple but so effective. Him just sitting on the fucking scaffolding, looking out into the sunset.
Color in the movie.
Like that is fucking Spider-Man, dude.
They cut to
my
MJ
God.
on top of the high school, and for 1 second I thought Peter was gonna show up, and I'm glad
I
he
did too.
I'm glad he didn't. The ending is actually the Ned thing. I do so. This is the end of the movie. The only thing is I felt like the take they used. I know what it means. I know that it's him connecting. It's like the muscle memory. That was kind of cool. But again, like for the Peter's arc, he sees Ned and he's about to walk away. He's like, no, I'm just gonna talk to bro.
And he said to Aunt May at her grave, he's like, you know, I'm done trying to do this alone. And it's followed by that scene of him mirrors No Way Home where he's leaving them. It's him trying to embrace just Ned again, which I'm happy about.
And he goes Peter, and I not that I think they definitely had more takes, but I know that it's him remembering because Zendaya goes, "Oh, Peter, like watch out, Peter."
That's how I took it. Is I took it as Peter.
Yeah,
is Spider-Man.
I take it as that, but I wouldn't be surprised if people took it as
Is him remembering
him, which is very dumb, but I know it's not that.
Well, people think he may have gotten the memories when Jean Grey took like the whole city, had it under control, and then maybe before Peter saved her and she knew that, so maybe this could have been a scene where she gave the memories back, and that's why MJ was like crying.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I'd
either,
rather
because
not.
would it not just make sense the second he sees Peter to remember him?
Yeah, exactly.
So he saw his face and still didn't know who he was.
He just realized, oh shit, you're Spider-Man.
I prefer it to be he thinks he knows he's Spider-Man now.
That's fine. Yeah,
that's perfect if it's just him rebuilding the relationship he has with Ned. I'm totally fine with that. Like just him trying again with Ned. That's perfect. I would love that.
You never forget the bros.
Yeah, never forget the bros. Bros before hoes.
And then the movie ends, and then the end credits. The end credits are great.
They're
Shots of New
beautiful.
York.
They're fucking beautiful.
And then the post-credit scene is the Spidey tracker, and it looks like a new Spider-Man is off-world.
Off-world. What could that mean? I've seen people say Miles, fucking
They
Peter
want Miles.
on Battle World.
Do you think he's gonna be the main character of Secret Wars?
Yeah, I think he's not in Doomsday at all. Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be in Secret Wars. With the Miles thing, I think. Like save Miles, I kind of don't want him. You can introduce him as a side character.
Tom wants him.
I know, man.
I'm at a point
you
where
just became Spider-Man. Like this movie is fucking
Tom
peak,
wants,
bro. Do your own trilogy, then introduce Miles, because you're not gonna beat Spider-Verse Miles anyway. So like, what's the point? Focus on Peter. Like you're not gonna beat Spider-Verse Miles. That is the best version of Miles we're ever gonna see. That version of Miles is better than comic books. Like that is peak Spider-Man, like content, and then. But like, just don't show.
People say Miles.
Just save
people
it.
Say
just save it.
Toby. People say.
I think it's Toby.
I think it's Toby as well.
And
what it says, Spider-Man will return. Not.
Yeah, just says Spider-Man will return.
Yeah.
And they don't say Spider-Man will return in Doomsday because Tom Holland's on Doomsday, so they can't say that. Like they could do that in reference to Toby, but people don't know that, so people will say like, "Oh, they lied to us." So I think that's a big hint that it's Toby.
The post-credit scene is a little anticlimactic.
Oh yeah, well I think it goes back to what post-credit scenes should be, of just like a little small nice tease for the next movie. Like I don't think they should be like this big fucking thing of Tobey Maguire coming out of a portal and saying I need you. Like I think that was such like a fun little exciting tease. Like oh shit, it's tracking like another Spider-Man found. Like I think that's so cool. I love that.
How does Ned Tracker track?
Trust me, I agree, but I actually made I think a good point to myself that I think it's just for us, the audience, like because it doesn't show anyone reacting to it. Be like Spider-Man, another universe. It's just the phone on the screen for us, showing us that there's a Spider-Man still in another world. So when I think of it like that, like if it's like an in-universe thing, that's fucking stupid. But I think I like it like that. That was just conveyed to us. But
I don't think
Doomsday Slop next movie.
I don't think this movie is 8 out of 10.
I honestly, I'm actively thinking about it.
I think it's like an 8.59.
Right now, it's 8.5.
Because my main complaint in the movie is Jean being too evil, damage control being like underwhelming.
I'm not gonna lie, my main complaint is the hand. Just them being controlled by damage control.
I don't care about the hand as much. I don't know. Because then there's like so much fucking peak in the movie.
I know. We'll have to see. I'm honestly like, I'm just excited to see it the third time as I am like fucking second time. All right, Brand New Day better than TASM 2?
Yes.
Yes. Brand New Day better than Spider-Man 3?
Yes.
Brand New Day better than TASM 1?
Yes.
Yes. Is Brand New Day better than Far From Home?
Yes.
Is Brand New Day better than what could I progress here? Homecoming. Yes, for me, like easily, yes. You have
Close,
Homecoming higher up,
but yes, but it's really. I love
yeah,
Homecoming.
me, it's decisively yes. I love Homecoming. Brand New Day's better. Brand New Day better than Spider-Man 1.
People love Spider-Man 1.
No, I like Brand New
Yes.
Day better. Yes, it's better.
Yes.
Brand New Day better than No Way Home.
Yes.
First viewing, it was a little bit tied. Second viewing, Brand New Day is better. It is. It's better. I'm sorry. Brand New Day better than Spider-Man 2.
No.
I'm going to say no. It's not better than Spider-Man 2.
I love Spider-Man 2. You know what?
Right now, they're at similar levels. I want to sit on the movie.
I want to watch it again,
movie.
and I want to sit on it, but as of right now, I just Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, Spider-Man versus a villain, and he's going through a midlife crisis. Peak.
But in both movies, the villain turns at the end.
But Doc Ock is the only villain. It's just Doc Ock as the villain.
It technically is for this movie.
Nope. Damage Control and Jean Grey.
This
Two
movie.
villains. And the Hand.
Right now, I think them very similar in enjoyment levels. I want to say on it, but for right now, I'll say Spider-Man 2 is better. And then Brand New Day better than either Spider-Verse films.
Nope, not even close.
No.
It's not even like, it's not negative. Like, it's not a negative.
It's not putting Brand New Day out down at all.
It's just Into and Across are like actual perfection.
It's cinema. But yeah, Brand New Day, what a movie. I'm like really excited to watch it for the third time, but
why am I watching the fuck ass Odyssey, bro?
Yeah, I know. Good luck with that, man.
It's better than the Odyssey?
No,
I don't think so
No.
too.
But I enjoyed Spider-Man more. I enjoyed Spider-Man more.
Obsession, Project Hail Mary, Odyssey, Spider-Man. My year.
Odyssey, Project Hail Mary. Obsession's a better movie, and then Spider-Man.
But you want to watch Spider-Man?
But enjoyment-wise, Spider-Man's number one. Number one.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all, man. That's our show. Thank you.